that are worth, $45. So there are some really incredible options today. So let me just give you a real quick little tour there. I mostly today am trying to focus on, I was really just trying to pull unique brooches that were kind of the unexpected or the surprise or the creative. I did bring a few floral brooches. I did bring some sparkly brooches, which is what we're all very used to because those are so beautiful and that's what a lot of people enjoy. But I have some different things as well. And I have price points, obviously, for everybody. Hello, hello. How are you doing, Samantha? It has officially begun. Here we are. Thanks for popping in, you guys. So I am gonna, with at that note, I'm gonna just, start it off with. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do a $3 buyer's choice. So I'm gonna grab this whole thing right here, and I'm actually gonna move this out of the way. And I'm gonna very quickly tell you what's in it, and then we will go. Sorry, my chair is in a funny position. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be a $3 buyer's choice. Pick one. Okay, there's some awesome brooches in here for a $3 start, including these super fun. I couldn't believe I had three of these when I was looking through my brooches. I know I got. I think one of them might have come in like a jewelry jar, and I think I purchased the other two from mine in another marketplace. So those are all going to be there. This one says Mexico on the back. This beautiful turtle. That is a gem. It is a gemstone, probably dyed howlite. It is not sterling silver. So although it says Mexico, it says something above it, and I can't read it. So I've got a fish. And I've got this cute frog is copper and enameled. So how fun is he? Very colorful. I've got who couldn't do without some sheep. This is like a ceramic brooch. And then bowling. I mean, come on. This is what I mean. I'm bringing you the different stuff. Oh, thank you for sharing it out. I appreciate it. All, rhinestone bowling pin. So I'm trying to bring you unique items tonight. Honestly, this reminds me of like a waffle. Like, when you have the waffle makers or you pour them in and whatever, except maybe they're sometimes round. I'm not sure. But this is very dimensional. Or it reminds me of egg crates, one of the two. This is enameled anchor pin. I've got another. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? I have hey, welcome in. Thanks for coming over and hanging out from YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. A bowling big pin. This is a lady bowling, and looks like she got a strike to me. So any of you bowlers out there, yeah. And I have some dolphins there. So I'm going to start the auction here. If anybody, this is just pick one. I definitely have some favorites, but it started already. And we have Reggie Mack is in for 3. I'm going to give you a little close-up view here. And we got 5 seconds left. She is going to get to pick her favorite. Thanks for the bid, Reggie. All right. I can't claim to guess what I think you'll pick, but the turtle, yes. Okay. So I'll give you a really quick. So it's probably dyed howlite, most likely. It does say Mexico on the back. I just don't know what it says above it. And it doesn't say alpaca either. It definitely doesn't say alpaca. I did test it. He's not sterling, but he's dimensional and super cute. So a good choice. All right. So I'm going to get you going, Reggie. I appreciate your bid. And I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to start the auction again. So again, buyer's choice, any of them. I really love him. He's obviously copper. Hey, Lori's got a bid in for $3. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say this very mid-century modern, very like 80s brooch. Lots of great options. So Lori won that one. So what are you thinking, Miss Lori? And she says, love the turtle. Oh, I would have gone for the frog too. Okay. So let's get that going. So I'll get that moving while I I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to start the auction again. We've got all these neat, these are like so dainty and petite. They're very interesting. And of course, all our bowling interest things going on there. So this one's for Lori. Thank you for your bid. And okay, so we're going to move on to a different set of brooches. I got a lot to get through, so I'm just going to keep plugging along. So thanks for that, Lori. Oh, and by the way, I was going to let the first 3 people who purchased tonight get to pick a giveaway brooch. So Reggie, you were first. These are 3 giveaway brooches. This is like an etched, just little silver tone brooch there. This is like, it sounds like metal, but it looks like it looks like hematite is what it looks like, but I know it's not. And then there's an acrylic one there. So which one do you pick that I can send to you as a little thank you for your getting in there and getting us rolling on the train? So you pick one of those 3, Reggie, if you're still here. She says the purple. Okay, it's kind of pinkish purple. This is in a little acrylic cabochon, but its gold tone looks fantastic. Perfect. All right, so then that's going to Lori, and you can tell me which one you wanted. And she says the silver. Got it. Okay, and then this will be left over for now. Even if you guys got a second thing, it's like for the first purchase. So anyone else will get that awesome one. All right. So let me get these cleaned up and we're going to move on. Thank you for that. A little special treat. I'm not even writing your whole username there, Lori, because I know who you are. All right. Thanks, guys. Let's move along. I'm going to take those. I'm going to move these other way, and I can always bring them back. We got lots to go over tonight. So, okay. What I'm going to bring you next is actually, it's a buyer's choice, but it's for, hold on, let me pull this out. Okay. Hold on. Where are they? It's for a scatter pins. So this is a $4 start, and you get a set of scatter pins. So you pick the set that you want. So I have these interesting, very mid-century modern style there, and I've got 2 birds. Little red eyes, little enameling going on there. They're very cute. And who would have thunk I would have had so much bowling stuff? But I have the bowler pair scatter pins, so those are cool. These are smaller, but they're really well done. They are prong set, and you can see rivets in the back, so that's a nice option. And then these, it's probably hard for you to see it, but let me zoom in here. They're actually little dogs that are in boots, and there's 2 of them. So there's that. I think one of the little red rhinestones popped out, but if someone gets the dog, I will place that, obviously. So we got that. And then these are just glued in, like little bows, rhinestones. And I actually have a 3rd one of these. So if someone gets this, I'll give you the 3rd one. It's just the 3rd one had a little bit of yellowing, and so I didn't put it in. But if someone gets it, I'll give you the 3rd as well. So there are the options. I'm going to start the auction now for anyone interested in some vintage scatter pins. Lori's in for 4. Some fun options there. We've got 7 seconds left. And looks like Lori gets to pick first. And what are you thinking? Hey, Jen, how are you? We're doing good. I just started off a train here in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. I was like the head of the train, the bows. Okay. So just know, Lori, that a third one of these, I have one. It's got a little more yellowing in it, but it looks just the same. I'll also put that in there for you, which means I'm going to get a bigger bag. Okay. So thanks for popping in, Jen. Yeah, it's my first train here with Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So I'm loving that I have some friends of mine popping over from YouTube. Yes. And if you don't already follow me on YouTube, help me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers and I'm right at about 930. And my friend Jen, who just popped in, awesome friend of mine. She also does sales actually through YouTube, very knowledgeable. She actually is a, gemologist trained, like trained, like knows her stuff. So it's fun to go to her sales because you learn so much. So definitely go check her out as well if you're not already a follower of Jen. Okay, thanks for that, Lori. I'll add another. So I'm going to duplicate that and I start the auction again. These are scatter pins. And you get the option of the birds, the mid-century modern, the prong set. They're in great condition. And Lori's in again, riveted back, uh, foil stones, the dogs, and the bowlers. Of course, anytime, anytime. So Lori gets to pick, and let's see what she gets this time. She wants the birds. Now, honestly, these are, I think, obviously worth maybe more than $4. They're probably worth, $10 or $15 each. So that is a very, very good pickup. Excellent choice. Woohoo! All right. But I was bringing the deals today, so I'm quite aware a lot of these are worth a lot more. But just trying to celebrate the very first time I came and did a train with you guys here. So I'm thrilled about that. Okay, I'm starting again. I'm duplicating again. So we've got the cute little puppies that are in the boots, scatter pins. We've got the bowlers. So fun. And then I'm surprised no one's picked these up because these were probably the nicest of all of them, in my opinion. The prongs the rhinestones are very clean. Prong set, as well as, I think they're prong set. Yes, they're prong set as well as foil backed and riveted, very well made. So what are you going to go for, Lori? Those, of course, I would have done the same. I probably would have picked them first, but everybody has their favorites for sure. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lower this to $3.50 and I'm going to start it again. So now for $3.50, so I'm going to duplicate this and then I'm going to edit it and I'm going to make it $3.50. So, I mean, really, like I'm giving this away. For $3.50, you get a set of scatter pins, which is a great deal. Okay, so I'm starting the auction now. We've got the dogs in the boots. We've got the bowlers, and we've got the mid-century modern. This does show slight wear on that gold tone, but the faux pearls look fine. I mean, these things are old. So, what do you mean by a train? Okay, so great question, Jen. So a lot of the marketplaces here on, you can let me know which one you're interested in, Lori. They'll run trains where one of the benefits of being on this platform is, you know how on YouTube, when you finish your live, everybody, can you raid into someone else's live or do you just have to send them over there? I think everyone has to find their way over there. Well, one of the benefits on here, the pearls. Okay. So again, those are faux pearls. And it shows a little bit of wear of the color of gold, but I think that's what makes it awesome because it makes it, it's old. So, and so when we set up trains, and anytime we could raid into anybody at any time, but when we set up trains, we can automatically take all the people who are watching in our show, and when we're at it done, feed right into the next show, and all the people that were in this show automatically bump into the next. They don't have to do anything. They could have left and gone to the bathroom. They'll come back and they'll be in the next show. So a cool thing. Okay, I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to run it again. Yeah, I've got the dogs and I've got the bowlers. And Randy Field sees something awesome. Both of these sets are probably, I've looked them up, at least, $15. So like, it's an amazing deal. You got the bowlers and you got the dogs. Can't go wrong. So Randy says that he would like, thank you for your bid, the bowlers, please. No problem. I don't know if you were here earlier. I did in the very first thing that I ran. I don't know if you are a bowler, but I actually had some additional bowling stuff that was in the very first one. I can bring them up later, but who would have thunk I had bowling pins, right? Seriously? I don't mean, let's rephrase that. I don't mean bowling pins. Okay, girl, very good. Thanks, Randy. But I meant bowling and then, pins like brooches. So guess what, Randy? She's so lucky. She gets the third gift here. I was giving the first 3 people who bought tonight got to have an extra free brooch. So this is metal, and this is like it looks like kind of magnetite in the color. It kind of gives off. I mean not magnetite, hematite, but it is in fact like metal, but it looks like not that. So this is also going home with you as well. So for the dogs there, I'm going to duplicate. The dogs and the boots are too much. And I'm going to run that again. Let's bring those babies up really close so you can see the cuteness going on here. The dogs in the boots, staring at something. And Lori, if you end up winning this, don't worry, I'll get another eyeball in him. But and they're kind of dimensional. They're super cute. Loving them. So, all right. So this is going to go with Miss Randy. So I'm just going to write just your first name. I'll know who you are. And she picked the bowlers. Here we go. And then let me get one more bag while I got my pen open for Lori and her dogs in the boots. Lori from Florida. You see, I learned about what the username meant. I kind of know that. And it's awesome that when Jen pops in this live, that she'll actually see people she knows. So I've been in Jen's, sales on YouTube, and and not just Jen, I think other ones, and I've seen Lori in there. So it's cool to see people in different places. Loving the bowlers. Very cool. And then a really nice extra brooch there. So thanks so much. Of course. Yay. Everybody got something special there. All right. So now I'm going to pull out something else. Okay. So again, I'm all about the budget. I'm here for everybody's budget. So now we're really going to blow it out of the water. And obviously whoever wins the first bid gets to pick first. But I'm not kidding when I say this one is going to be Buyer's Choice, $2, pick 2, okay? I mean, come on. We've got this beautiful ceramic heart. It's got a little, name there on the back. We've got a beautiful poodle. This is like made out of some sort of like that polymer clay. It's really soft, so that's an option. This is prong set, little, starburst. There's one, that one's darkened a little bit. These are vintage things, so with time, this is also prong set, a little rose kind of decorated thing. We've got a horse, very cute. We've got a little circle that's also like a rose. This one's beautiful. Come on, look at that. That's not actually teeny. All prong set, okay. And then I've also got that little bar pin is an option. Again, this is buy $2, pick 2. Now, for the starting bid, I don't know that we'll end there, but and then we've got one more, a lot of beautiful prong set options. So let me pull that up, and let's see here. Let me find it. No kidding, here it is. You see, I prepped this. I knew We all support and send the love to Curry. Yay. Thank you. Everyone go follow me. That's where you can send love to. Being here, hanging out with us. And then also go and checking out my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm starting the auction now. You get to pick two of them. We've got a lot of prong set options in here. Cute little animals, some floral things going on. I actually had someone buy one just like this off my eBay store, and they paid like, $12 for it. So I think that these beautiful detailed, polymer clay things are actually pretty darn cool. So Miss Lori is going to get to pick two brooches. And what's she going to go for? The horse and the poodle. Now, I actually looked this up, Lori. No kidding. This teeny little pin / brooch was like $10 or $12, asking price. It wasn't like, 50 cents from the dollar. I mean, like $1 from the dollar store or anything. And then I assume you mean the cute little poodle. And I guess that's a bow in the poodle's hair. Like, what's the red thing supposed to be? What do y'all think? Maybe that's a bow? I don't know. I don't know what that red thing is. Oh, you know what? They probably tie a bow at the very top of their heads. I think that's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to take that one out. I'm going to start the auction again. Some incredible prong set rhinestone options for sure. So there's that. Get Lori going with this one. Anyone's welcome to bid. Lori's in for $2. Lori's getting the deals today. Love, love, love. And she is winning out here. All right. Getting some fun little brooches here. Awesome stocking stuffers. Awesome little gifts, little things you can add to the card on the outside of a holiday gift. You know what I mean? So she says the heart and the one above it. Okay. So this heart, very colorful. This is like ceramic, very cute. And then, these look pretty clean. They're vintage. They're they're all looking great. You may want to give it a bit of a cleanup, but that's awesome. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you the back of that, but that's what the back looks like. All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to duplicate this. We're coming down here to, I'm going to start again. So it's $2, pick two. I hope I got correct to Lori. Lori's going for the brooches. She could wear a brooch every day and then surprise people with what she comes up with. And these are little enough. You could even use these as scatter pins. Almost. You know what I mean? So thank you for that, Lori. Lori knows a good deal when she finds it. And what does she say she wants? She gets to pick two more. And Lori says, decisions. Let's go down here. We've got the bar pin here. This is prong set. One of the stones are a little bit darker. This is also prong set. Middle one, and can I see the one on the top right of the middle one? So this one, yes. Okay, so let me bring this back up. Hold on. So this one, all prong set, kind of like starburst gold tone. Sorry. And then this one is really neat. It's just so detailed. It's like polymer clay. It's super light. It's just a really neat brooch. So, and she's saying hello to Angie. Okay. Hey, I know who Angie is. Or maybe I don't have her down on my list yet. Okay. So are those two you want? Nope, not orange. So this one. Middle one. You see, I rearranged them all, Lori, so that was my problem. So the order that you're describing is not exactly as it looks now. So that's my problem, is I kind of shifted things around. So awesome. Okay, so I am going to duplicate that and run it again. Yes, you are correct. If you just popped in, literally, buyer's choice, you $2, you pick two. So they're like $1 each. Can you believe that? All right. Yes and yes. Okay. Hopefully I didn't. Yes. What? Yes. You should sound surprised because that's what I'm saying. And Lori has just scored some amazing brooches already. I'll show Angie. I know you're a friend of Lori, so I'll show you the great stuff she already scored. So she scored that. She scored these beautiful ones, and I'm trying to think. I think that's what all she did with the buy two. Oh no, she also got the poodle and the horse. Some really cute ones. Okay, so we'll come back to that later if we have time. I can pull that out again. But now I'm going to bring something a little bit different. So again, tonight, like I said, I was trying to bring you kind of different things. I brought you a few sparkly things, but mostly I was trying to bring unique, different kind of items. Okay, so this one, give me a second. This is Buyer's Choice Pick One, $4 as a starting bid. Okay. But I'm going to briefly show you a beautiful AB rhinestone dimensional brooch. Looks just like that. It's probably more modern. And that's what it's looking like. This is another beautiful kind of peacock color. Double linked brooch. They're not prong set, but in great condition, like not cheaply made in the least. This one for a long time I thought was actually sterling. It does have a mark on the back that says China, but I've tested it. It's not, but it's a beautiful brooch. This one is prong set, and it can get a little bit showing of age as it gets older. So there's a little bit of darkening behind those, but not too bad. It's actually pretty decent. So that's an option. We've got this cool dude with his little blingy eyes that move, kind of reticulating. So he's fun. I've got this. I guess it stands for theater, maybe. A brooch there. I don't see a brand on that, nor that one. I don't think any of those so far had a brand, except that one was made in China. I have this where I guess this is a saxophone, maybe. See, I told you I was going to bring you the different stuff. So that's in great condition. And then I have these really cool dangly brooches. If you're a gardener and you love gardening, so this is a brooch that's got, what is this? The little thing you dig with, and flowers and a butterfly and a little watering can. So that's an option. I sew, but I have another sewing pin. But for those that sew, what a great Christmas gift for somebody, a stocking stuffer who likes to sew. I think that one is JJ. So for $4 start, really? JJ? Okay. And then the last one is, if you know a nurse in your life, this is a little dangly thing. It is not sterling silver. I have checked it, but that's a little nurse one. I don't see a brand on that one, but it's got all the little nurse-like things dangling from that one, okay? So I'm going to start the auction now. This Buyer's Choice Pick One. Sparkly brooches. Obviously the fun dangle ones, the faces, all the things. And Lori is in for 4, and we've got 7 seconds left. Anyone is welcome to bid. Yeah, for sure. Great Christmas present. You cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. All right. I don't know if I can guess what I think you'll pick. I'm not sure I know. What are you thinking? Lori is doing her Christmas shopping right now. Wait, what are you thinking? She says, and I can come down here and give you a little bit closer look. Okay. The saxophone. Do you play the saxophone, or do you know somebody? Maybe you have like somebody who was into that. You see, I told you, you probably did not think you were going to come to my brooch sale today and find a saxophone pin, did you? I was trying to find those cool things. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm running it again. You've got the gardening, the nurse, the starburst. That one is prong set. This one is stunningly beautiful. That's probably my favorite of all of them. It's in excellent condition. And obviously we've got the sewing, the gardening, can't go wrong. My daughter is in band and her good friend plays sax. Oh, you see, perfect. So that can be a little gift she can give her friend. Okay. Well, we're going to put this away from now, but if anyone wants me to bring it out later, just holler at me. You can see all of those items that were kind of groupings that were in the store. So I can bring those out at any time. Okay, how about we do some animals, some fun people, animals, and I think that's what all of this is, animals and people. So hold on to your horses. There's some fun stuff I'm bringing you. These are a little bit bigger brooches. Okay. And again, $4 start. When I go in and Google, lens some of these, I found one where it looks just like him with the googly eyes. I found like a $15 one on him, but like, I think even 20 on some of these and on my elephant and possibly 20 on him. I think I found one for like 12 on my scarecrow. Who could do without the dancing pigs in tutus, always bringing y'all the best here of beautiful rhinestone kind of pave elephant there. I've got my marching guy. You talked about the marching band, or you talked about the band, maybe not the marching band. I've got a cute cat, a rhinestone around open work. And again, who can do without the cow? And we've got a dimensional textured elephant. This I checked for sterling silver. This is artisan made. The brooch is original, but then someone added on those using wire and they put an actual natural stone back here. So that was kind of like, kind of made from something that was original. And then, of course, we've got our cute little, come on. In that center part of him, hold on, is glass. So, they kind of refer to these as jelly bellies. Now, there's one that looks very similar to him where they're like $75. But this exact one I found, he doesn't have like a brand on him. And the other ones were like branded. So anyways, I'm going to start the auction now. $4 start. And Lori is in for 4. And we've got 15 seconds left. And I might have to get more bags of this size here. Lots of great options, right? See, you woke up this morning and thought, you know what? I might need a pin that has a dancing pigs in it. I don't know. All right, so Lori won that. Thank you for the bids, everyone. And Randy gives you a congrats on that. And Lori's going for the monkey. He's cute. Again, if you Google lens him, a really expensive monkey will come up. These are like jelly bellies, but his version is, he doesn't have a brand on him, but he's super cute. So cute, right? Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to run it again for all the awesome things. And Randy is in and Lori is in for 6. Let's see. You see, my daughter used to love elephants. So, she still loves elephants, but she's like a grown adult now. But so I appreciate all the elephant brooches that exist there. So, Lori won that one. Thank you very much for your bid, Randy. I appreciate that. And she says marching band. Okay. So he's looking like that. And Randy says, congrats. And there might be a name on this. If you'll give me 1 second, I left my loop over here. This says creative. I think it literally says the word creative. Okay, so I'll get that going. I'm going to duplicate this. So Randy, go for it, Randy. Maybe yours is still there. I'm going to start the auction again. And Randy is in for 4. Some really good options there. And we've got 7 seconds left. So fun. Some good ones. All right, Randy, you're up. Let's see what she's going to pick. And I can, the red elephant, please. Yes, let me give you a little zoomed in of that. No missing stones. Kind of pave with AB up there, looking like that. Good choice. Love him. All right, so I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to run it again. Again, this has a natural stone in it. We've got the dancing pigs, the cow. I mean, whoa, so many decisions there. Okay, so Lori is in for 4. Now, again, I have spoken to people in the past about the great thing about brooches is it's so easy to add it to the outside of a gift, a wrapped gift, or the red eye elephant. Sure thing. He's an open work elephant looking like that. And there's a brand on it, possibly, that says, it's very hard to read it. It might, I'm not sure. It's hard to read it. You could Google Lens it, but he's very cute. Open work elephant. Gold tone looks great. Gold tone looks great. Thank you for that. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to run it again. We've got our dancing pigs. Yeah, so you can add them to the outside of gifts when you wrap them, or you can add them onto like a card or something that you're giving somebody, putting them in the stocking. I mean, lots of options. All right, so Lori's going to pick again. There's your elephant. And let me bring you closer. We've got the scarecrow, the cat, the cow, the dancing piglets in tutus, and which I think is hilarious. The kind of artisan and one in the elephant. All right, and she's going to go for the scarecrow, which is actually pretty cool. He's enameled. He's got this fish on his shoulder. None of the rhinestones are missing. He looks fabulous. So that's a good pickup. Excellent. Thank you, Lori. Okay, let's see if anyone else has any interest. I'm going to duplicate it and run it again. And, yep, so we got those left. And Lori is in for 4. I need to grab some extra bags here, so give me 1 second. I'm going to set this out here. And Lori's going to tell me which of those 5 she's interested in. The artisan. Okay, so this is super interesting. I did test it for sterling. It's not, but he sure does look sterling. And then this is a natural stone, I believe. It could be glass, but it looks like, to me, it looks like jasper. Although I didn't test it, but you can see the wiring that people did here. So it's a really cool one, actually. All right, thank you for that. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to run it again. I'm so surprised no one's bought the pigs because let me just show you. Come on. I mean, they are in tutus and their little piglet tails are twisted and they all have faces. I don't know what dance they're doing, but that one specifically just cracks me up. I'm just getting some extra bags. You give me 1 second. Okay. Did I talk her into it? Yes, I did. Someone had to buy the pigs. They're just so cool. I love them. Okay. So congrats on all the great deals. Oh, see, Randy's bringing you some pigs. That's cute. And the way the little ears are in Randy's little emojis are just like the way these little pig ears go. So cute. Okay. So I'm gonna lower this. I'm gonna do a wild person here. I'm gonna duplicate it, but now I'm gonna say 350. Okay. And we're gonna we're going to start the auction. I better get moving along here because I got more to show you. Thanks for that. And Lori is going for, not sure which one she'll pick. Okay, I hope you have, these are lots of great gifts if that's the cow, yes. So it's kind of like stacked on top. It's like the back, and then there's a piece that's the head, and then there's a piece that's the snout. How about that for you? And it says on it, something AJC maybe. Okay, let me duplicate this. I'm going to run it again for those guys left there. Lots of great ones. Okay, Lori's in for $350. All right. And Lori, she says elephant. And guess what, Lori? I have a surprise for you. You've bought a ton. I mean, I'm not even done with my show yet, and you've bought so much. So guess what? You pick the elephant, and I'm giving you the cat free. So Merry Christmas. So that's an LORFL, and this is a freebie. A little extra surprise. I mean, for all I know, you hate cats. I don't know, but now you have a beautiful open work, funsy little cat there with whiskers. Cute, cute. Okay, let me bring out some different brooches here. Now, these are going to be the most expensive brooches I have, but they're still only $5. So don't fear, everyone. But these, are definitely brooches that have more value. I mean, this one's BSK. I mean, $45 if you go Google lens it, I think, or 40. I mean, this one is such a cool one. It's like dimensional rocking chair. And then this, I believe, is this one's JJ, the bear there. This one is so cool. A piece of candy, matte, tone there. I found many like this that are quite pricey, but most of them have a brand on it, and mine doesn't have a brand, but mine looks just like when you Google Lens this, they're like, $60, like a lot. But this one's unbranded. And then this one, I believe that's the marks for Anne Klein. I'm not sure. These are a $5 start. A lot of great ones. Yep, the first person who wins a bid will get to pick from those. I started it now. So some really beautiful options. And Randy is in. And then Lori's in for 7. It was like bid. So I couldn't say it fast enough. So some really great options. And again, you could sit there and Google Lens them as you sit here. You will find out. Oh, I forgot to show you. We've got the beautiful cat. This is glass. This is prong set. Don't get me wrong. Now, one thing about the cat, he is missing a whisker on this side. And it looks like this whisker was possibly repaired. Possibly. I don't know for sure. But all I know is you have to be really careful with it. But, cats lose whiskers too, right? But this is all glass. He's beautiful. He's a good one. All right. Lori says the fish ones. Okay. So this one's cool. And again, this is one of the ones, I don't see a brand on it, but when I was Google Lensing, it was up, on the higher end for sure. So I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to run it again. So we got all those. And Randy, hopefully the one she's looking for is still there. Okay, so this one's for Lori. And all right, she says the starfish. Again, quite a valuable brooch for sure. You can't go wrong. So there's that. And I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to run it again. The rocking chair is super cool. It's running now. Randy's in for 5. We've got, I mean, there's so many good ones. I just can't even tell you. You know, and we've got 8 seconds left. Sorry, I messed up my writing on that. Yay, Randy gets to pick. There's some really good ones. If you want to see anything closer up, let me know. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the clown. Again, you try to Google Lens him. At least ones that are branded. He might be French. I kept looking up things that I don't know. But he doesn't have an actual brand on him, but he is in immaculate condition and super cool. And a lot of ones I found, the flowers were colored, but these aren't. So that is an amazing pickup. I think you're going to love that for sure. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to start the auction again. We've got our Stone cat, the cool little piece of candy, the dimensional rocking chair. A lot of them are really cool. Okay. So thanks for that, Randy. Get you going here. All right. Hopefully he'll fit in that bag, and he does. Yay. Okay, she says JJ. So the JJ bear is this one. Matte tone, excellent condition. Gold tone looks great. So that's a good pickup for sure. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. I'm sorry to always be so rushing, but I know I have like 13 minutes. Yeah, you can also see the chair. So, I already started that auction. Sorry. I don't know which one Rand's getting. This is not JJ. It's not marked. I mean, there may be some versions of it that could be, but that one's not marked. Are you doing the JJ bear, right? Okay, gotcha. Okay. And then, okay, so Lori, it was that one. And then Lori's picking for the next one. It looks like. Thank you for your bids. I appreciate your bid, Randy. And she says the chair. It's a really cool one for sure. Dimensional, all the things. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to start the auction. And Randy is in for 5. Some really good choices left. I love the cat. These two are probably one of my favorite ones. And so Randy, there's 5 seconds left. Randy's in for 5. And Randy gets to pick. Woo! And she says candy. That's a neat one. I like it for sure. Okay. So Randy's picking that one. All right. So I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to start the auction again. And again, I'm going to show this. Like, it is all it's all rhinestone. Prong set. This is a beautiful brooch. Part of me thought it could have been Juliana, but I couldn't find it on the site. But he is beautiful. And then again, I think that bear could possibly be Anne Klein. I don't know. Anne Klein always has that texture kind of in the back. So let's get this one going for. This was Randy. Okay, I got 11 minutes left. I'm working as fast as I can. And she says the kitty, no problem. Okay, thank you, Randy. And then this one's, and then I'm going to lower this to $4.50. So I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to bring it to $4.50. And this does have the brand on it, LR, which I'm not sure what that stands for, but that is branded. It's a heavy brooch. It's very well made. For both of those are very well made brooches. So that auction's running for $4.50 for either of those two that are left, the bear or the kind of mid-century modern, you know, kind of cone brooch. Okay, and Lori's in for $4.50. I don't know which one she's going to pick. They're both nice. We got the cat And Lori says, Lori won Kitty. Correct. I did that correct, right? Lori Kitty. Gotcha. And the bear. You got it. Excellent condition. That's the back. And I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to lower it to 4. And then I'm going to start the auction on that final one right there. I said pretty heavy. And it does have a brand on it there. That's Lori. You did too. I heard you say Randy's name. My bad. No problem. Sorry for being confusing. That was my fault. So I'm glad you were checking on me. It is possible I could, screw it up, but hopefully, I'm pretty sure I got it all right. But, and I can also go back in video, check video, but I know I got it right. So anyways, it's all good. So we know what she's picking. Okay, so that's a Lori and Lori. And let me grab another stack of new brooches. I got 9 minutes left. I got to hurry. And I believe the person coming next on the train, someone remind me, it might be, oh gosh, I don't have it in front of me. Does anyone remember who's coming up next after me? It is, hold on one second. It looks like it's going to be Melody Jones. Melody Jones will be up next. Okay, in 8 minutes now. Okay, so let's keep going here. All right, I'm going to bring these birds. And we're going to have to move fast. And I will go as fast as I can. Okay, Monet. That's abalone. Beautiful enameled, flower. Beautiful butterfly. Kind of brushed gold. Bird, enameled ladybug. We've got cloisonne, cactus. This is a beautiful dimensional enameled flower pin. We've got this rolling cart flower pin. I've got another cloisonne bird, as well as this cloisonne bird. I believe this is Coro. It's got some frostedness going on there. This is such a pretty flower. These are all like enameled edges there. Okay. And then this, I believe, is Premier Designs. And then we've got that, whatever that bird is, hummingbird. Okay. So this is a 450 start. And I am starting the auction now for any takers. And just to make this fast, I may just move it to the side and make a stack of who I know it belongs to. Ocean Breeze is in for $5.50. Some really good options in there. Okay. And so Ocean Breeze, you go ahead and tell me what you want. I'm going to duplicate this. And while the yellow flower, very cute. And I'm starting the auction again. It's going. So there you go. I got you. Ocean Breeze. You're welcome. Very nice pickup. Beautiful. And Ocean Breeze is in for $5.50. Thank you for your bid. Okay. And Ocean Breeze is going to pick. I got the enamel, cloisonne bird, the dragonfly. This is Monet. It's marked on the back in between. Okay. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to run it again. Starting the auction. I got you, Ocean Breeze. Very nice. Oh, dragonfly is a nice one. $4.50. We got 13 seconds left. Coro. I think that flower one's really pretty. Very dimensional. Cloisonne. This is puffy, or kind of, rounded, domed there. This one's Premier Designs. Okay. And Ocean Breeze is picking Pick my favorite of what's here. Oh goodness. I don't know. I just like this because I've never seen a brooch like this before. Personally, it's in great condition, enameled, but you see a lot of these enameled ones. And all right, so I'm starting the auction again. We got 5 minutes left. So I got that picked for you. I'm just from my opinion, I like different. And so that's kind of where my brain goes. So we got 8 seconds left, 4:50 start. Any bids in going? We got 2 seconds. Okay, if anyone last minute decides they want me to rerun anything, please holler at me. But I do real quick have if anyone also, after the show is over, if we ran out of time and you didn't get to pick one of your favorite, I will honor the starting bid on these. So you can message me on anything that was in the show today that's, hasn't been purchased. You can message me. But real quick, let me pull on my last thing, which was no lie. Pick 2 for $1. And I'm only going to be able to do this a few times because I know we're going to run out of time. But this is Buyer's Choice Pick 2 for $1. Okay, so we've got some floral brooches. We've got some rhinestone brooches. That's been fixed on the back, but the front looks fabulous. And it is actually prong set on that one. A little bit of darkening, a flower. We got another enameled flower. We've got this little textured wreath. This is literally a gambling with an angel on the top. We've got that one. We've got the Red Hat Society. That looks brand new. This is super cool. This is like copper, like enamel, like it's got this really pretty thing on there. I've got that one too. So let me pull this up because I only have a second left here. This is Buyer's Choice for $1. Pick 2. And then there we're running for any takers on that. So Lori Girl is in and Randy's in for 3. A lot of cute choices here. Yeah, that one's really interesting to me. And Lori's in for 4. Okay, Lori, let me know quickly. I'm going to move on with another. I'm going to run another. And she says the diamond. All right, so that's that one. It has been fixed on the back. I may try to remove that and fix it better so it doesn't look so ugly. Because someone could have done a nicer job of that. But anyways, I'm going to duplicate that. Oh, you get a second one. Sorry. Don't bid. Nobody bid. I didn't press start yet. She gets to pick a second. This is Buyer's Choice Pick 2 for $1, right? How do you go wrong? And the flower. Okay, so we have a couple different flowers. So you let me know which one. So diamond and the red flower. So the rose, very nice. Okay, perfect. So now I'm starting auction again. This one is such a unique one. And it's old. I think that's a real diamond right there in the rough. So Lori's in for 3. Thank you for everyone's bids. And I know that belongs to Lori. I'm just going to stick it right there. All right. And Lori, you're going to pick 2, the 2 rectangles. So these 2, the Aurora Borealis, and then the little enameled, super cool. Okay. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to run it again, and I probably will have time to run it one more after this, but then we are going to need to raid into our next seller, Miss Melody. So we'll finish this one. Randy's in for $1. She's going to get to be able to pick 2, and I will try to run it one more time for you. Lori, okay, you get to pick 2. What are you thinking? And she said, go, Randy, she says. The slot machine, so unique. And the green flower, no problem. Okay, I'm duplicating, and I'm running again. Starting it now. Pick 2 for $1. For any other takers, this is a cat in a basket with little eyes. It's probably Avon. I don't know. That seems very Avon-like. Okay. So that was Lori. Oh, no, that was Randy. Randy, I got you. Randy was that. Okay. What do you pick, Lori? She gets to pick the cat and the small flower. So the cat and the small flower, that one, I take it, correct? Okay, I'm running it one last time. I'm being a wild child. I know, I'm duplicating it. It's the last one of the night or the evening, starting the auction now. Okay, so those are Lori, got you, and running the last time. And then these are Randy. And like I said, anything we didn't get to, you can message me. But so you're welcome. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. All right. So Lori is picking the last two. Pick real quick. I'll get you going. The flower and the leaf. The leaf and then the flower with enameling on it. I take it. Okay. Very good. Thank you. I got you. We're going to raid, people. Enjoy the rest of the train. So we're picking her and we're raiding. Bye, guys.